us, the teachers that help the kids. It's just awesome work that they do, and to see the early college graduate program and all the benefits of that program, it's truly amazing. I wish that I had maybe had that when I was in high school. I'd probably be paying less of my student loan debts. But it's an awesome program that they run. I also want to say thank you, Dr. Sparagana. I kind of feel like the kid that showed up to the party without a gift, but you'll have to take my sincere words instead. Your dedicated years of service to Pottstown as a teacher, as a coach, as a principal, and in various administrative positions, and of course our superintendent, have been amazing. Your vision and your leadership has made a huge impact in Pottstown. From the programs like your Parents Literacy Night, to the PEAK program, to our wellness initiative, and on and on and on. I could talk for hours about all the programs and the initiatives that you've started. Your stamp has been firmly placed not only upon this district, but this town. And again, I could talk for hours about all of your contributions. But I think the mark of a true leader is someone that leaves a place better than when they found it. And there is no question that that applies to this situation. Pottstown is a better place because of you, and the children of Pottstown are better off for having had you as an educator, because you never stopped being an educator no matter what position you held, and you are better. The students have reaped those benefits. Personally, I've always admired and respected you very much. You hired me about 10 years ago. Doesn't seem like that long, as well as many of my colleagues. To hear teachers and students and parents speak about you, they speak reverently about the time that they spent with you. Whether it was, again, as a coach, a teacher, a principal, or an administrator. We are all lucky to have had you as our leader. The Federation of Pottstown Teachers wishes you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. And I want to give you a sincere, again, thank you for all you've done for us and all you've done for Pottstown. You will be sorely missed, and I don't believe we can ever truly replace you. So thank you. Well, we've had an interesting year this year, all of us, in these meetings and things. There's been ups and downs and goods and bads and all of those things. And as a teacher, I guess maybe it's kind of in me to reflect upon things in the month of June. We always spend time reflecting on how things went. One of the things that I worry about sometimes is that in the course of some of the discussions that we've had and people up here speaking, that the needs of the students sometimes could get lost in the shuffle. And that is something that really worries me. Because no matter what we're up here talking about, I want you to know that in my heart of hearts and my colleagues' heart of hearts, our kids and the students are what mean the most to us, whether we're talking about, so I know contracts and things like that come up a lot, but that is not what it's all about. The student needs are at our heart of hearts. And so as we head into next year, I wanted to talk to you about some of those student needs. I was very happy to see that we are adopting the SEL program in our district. It's something that is extremely needed. And I'm excited at the prospects of that. We've had a lot of early adopters. That's excellent. And I look forward to the training sessions and learning more about that program. However, a program alone, though, cannot alleviate the problem. I renew my request for more mental health professionals. We need more guidance counselors. We need more psychologists. We need more community partners. The SEL program, from all accounts and all the research that I've done, is an excellent program, but it needs to work in accordance with that day-to-day support that mental health professionals give. The number one priority for all of us should be, and I believe always has been, the learning that takes place inside of that classroom. Right now, at least in some levels, that learning is severely being affected by students' emotional needs and the corresponding behaviors that go with them. We talked last meeting, Dr. Sparagana talked about trauma awareness. That's something that a Pottstown teacher sees on a regular basis. If a student is not ready to learn because of the trauma or because of these mental or social or emotional issues, then no learning can take place. And unfortunately, sometimes that means for the entire classroom. We need more professionals to meet these needs, as teachers simply are not trained to address some of the things that we're seeing. We are not psychologists, and our effectiveness as an educator is being drastically limited. Another issue that really affects our students, and this is something that I want to put on your radar and something we can think about moving forward, is the issue of class sizes. It is starting to become an issue in certain realms of our school district. For instance, currently in kindergarten through 4th grade, we have 12 classrooms at every level. In 5th and 6th grade, this total drops to 9 classrooms. As of now, going into next year in 5th grade alone, we're looking at class sizes that average 28 plus students. In 4th grade, those averages are at 20. That is a jump of almost 8 students per classroom. And this does not account for special needs students and move-ins who are yet to be placed. We fully anticipate that some of those classrooms will be over 30 by the end of September. The PSEA recommends that class sizes in 5th and 6th grade don't exceed 20 students. And as I've said for 5th grade, and as I've said, we are already 8 students above that average. Countless studies have shown the positive effects of reduced class size, especially for students with low socioeconomic backgrounds. Alan Kruger is the chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors and a former economist for the Treasury Department, which may or may not qualify him as an expert at this point. That's a joke. States that every dollar invested in reducing class sizes brings back $2 in benefits to a school community. He cites the following benefits. 1, less special ed referrals. 2, lower retention rates for grades. 3, improvement in student behavior, which includes less suspensions, less expulsions, and less out-of-district placements. And 4, higher teacher satisfaction, which not only equates to morale, but equates to less absences and less costs for subs. One study called STAR, or Student Teacher Achievement Rate, found that even with a 10 to 15% reduction, economically disadvantaged students can shrink the learning gap that we hear so much about by as much as 40%. These students show twice the gain of their affluent neighbors, as well as having a 20% higher likelihood of graduating. With data and studies aside, that stands to reason. The cornerstone of a classroom environment, any teacher will tell you, is the relationships that you build within. Without those relationships with those students, you cannot have true learning take place in that classroom. It also, true progress is made with the one-on-one and small group support that you give them. But both of these are made more challenging with each child that is added to a classroom roster. I've been there where I've taught upwards of 28, 29, 30. You simply cannot fully meet the needs of all of those students, or spend the time that you would like to spend with them. And they're the ones that end up losing in that regard. For me, that's one of the hardest things to study. I understand, and we understand, that these are very uncertain financial times, and this is a derivative of that. We fully understand that. We also understand the cost of adding more professionals. Your job is a difficult one. You have a lot of people pulling at you from a lot of different directions. But the question that I think we need to answer, all of us, is what is the cost of not doing this? What is that cost? The cost, to me, is our students' education being adversely affected, and hopefully, and probably, their futures in certain regards, which I would hate to see that happen. I'm passionate about what I do, and I believe that my colleagues are as well. And my intention today is not to be negative. My intention is to ask for your help. I know that you want the best for the children here in Pottstown, as do we. And I look forward to working with you to solve these problems and work past our challenges together. And once again, I'd like to thank you publicly for all that you do, and thank you for your attention and listening tonight.